Good morning. I give you my light. I was raised around positivity, strength from my father and mother, help from my sisters, and competition from my brother. I saw success in each one of them. I saw them give love and be a true friend. No one has lived my life other than me. No one else sees my vision or has seen what I've seen. That's the same for you, the same for him, the same for her, and the same for them. This is my year. This is my now. This is the reason I answer why, not how. I've been scared in the years, shrunk down around peers, staying in my comfort zone, stayed away from the tears. But if you ask my students about the strongest days, they were from the times I was not afraid. I've lip-synced in front of them, built an obstacle course, cried in front of upperclassmen, and felt their support. I've tried new things, danced around, sang some songs, even rhymed around a trolley, telling everyone to come along. In my earlier years, the teachers I saw brought out their passion and love to all. Miss Frizzle, Mr. Feeney, and of course Mr. Rogers, they brought out their true selves without worrying about others. Well, fall 2020 is when it happened to me, when I felt no peer pressure, where I felt true glee. To all other teachers, I've had fear in the past of what you think of me, because memories last. I've tried new things, but shied away when I was told I have too much time on my hands or I'm being too bold. But now I stand proud. I'm little and strong. I've been built by Parkway teachers who guided along. On my 3rd birthday, around this school I did roam. I did not know it was soon to be my second home. Then there was kindergarten, started in '94. Mrs. McDaniel's class, we were hardcore. Let me talk about Miss Fraley, turned into Hanson. It made me feel like the class was built like a mansion. Mrs. Robinson, yes, her name's like the lyrics. That's where Damon and I challenged each other to write our names the tiniest and clearest. Mrs. Hillsman in 4th grade, you know when the boys get real dirty. My biggest memory was calling her one night. It was past 8:30. Then Mr. Schultz in the log cabin, a different classroom. It wasn't as much of a difference as teaching on Zoom. Throughout elementary school, there was one teacher I had in which my skills and abilities made me a place more than glad. Mr. Curran, I'm talking about you. Dunking in front of your class and having a Camaro made you real cool. I could go on and name every teacher, but I'll make it a little shorter, a little bit sweeter. Mr. Davis, a teacher and coach who made me feel the burn. You were always someone who was eager to learn. Mrs. Ann Miller taught me about dihydrogen monoxide and how I need to let the facts of science not hide. Miss Furman, 7th grade was big. I let loose in your class. I found more of myself and made poor decisions to last. Mr. Couts, I remember where you set the bar above all the others. You pushed us real far. Miss Sip, your class is the first place my eyes literally got stuck shut. From allergies, my first time dealing with eyes full of guck. And that's where the sweet Mrs. Salivar helped me, made me laugh it off instead of feeling empty. Let's slide in some coaches. Start with McGuire, someone who believed I could set my goals higher. Go to Mr. Trost if you ever need a smile. I swear it's been on his face all the while. Mr. James Akers, you gave the best halftime speeches. It starts now is something that goes deep. It teaches. I brought your words to my coaching, and Coach Hood allowed me to sing. My speeches from you brought us a state championship ring. You must strike iron when it's hot. Learned that in Jim B from Jim Lake. Well, my passion's on fire, so a big swing with my hammer I take. I learned a ton after getting kicked out of Miss Booth's class from Mr. Jennings, who was making it pass. Mr. Griffith, you taught me it's okay to be fit. It's okay to push through it. Taught me to feel grit. Mr. Joust, you stand way at the top, made me feel like an adult. I walked in your room with a hop. If you want to hear passion, then please down the English halls walk. It will not be hard to hear Mr. Hopkins' love in his talk. Mr. Joust and Mr. Hopkins, dare I say again, that when it came to the best, there was no comparison. Great mentors, great love, mutual respect and some preaching made me realize my greatness and that I should be teaching. Mr. Bach, you made me laugh when there was too much structure and all about gains. Made me realize that being a kid forever can help ease the pain. A loud, special shout out to a few special souls, the ones that kept me going when life took a toll. Joe Rhodes, Allison Zeller, well that's her maiden name, Kelly Sutton, who pushed Desire, y'all understood me like a friend. That Teton trip had such an important impact on my life. I went from there to Yosemite and asked Samantha to be my wife. If I didn't mention you, maybe we have something special deep in my heart. Maybe it's like being in Mr. Ehrstein's class, just listening to get smart. I'm in a great place. I hope this brings just a spark. I hope other teachers understand I walk from the dark. I guess it took the isolation, marinating in my thoughts, to realize what for over the years I have truly fought. This is for you, every bit of me. I give you my light so you can feel free. The silver lining of virtual is I can block out the noise, focus on positivity and what I want for my boys. I can block out negativity, get back on course. This year I feel overwhelmed, but I won't feel remorse. The point of my stress has peaked and it's locked, like Kobe or Michael with a second on the clock. Like Jim Thorpe showing up and doing my thing. You can steal my shoes, but I'll still win. So to my fellow colleagues who make me love and feel right, this fall 2020, I give you my light. So to those who are listening, know this comes from inside. Love, Mickey Wendling with Patriot Pride.